Well, hey everybody, how's it going? It's Embrace the Matrix, and yeah, we're gonna do some chitty chatting, chitty chatting. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well out there. I am doing okay. I will say that much. I am doing okay. This was this is just a Lifelines. It's not just a Lifelines painting. It's a Lifelines. It's a 12 by 12 inch canvas. I was just doing this one sort of to experiment with different colors, and I thought it turned out pretty cool. So I thought I'd let it be released. It's not so much as a experimentation as something I thought turned out pretty awesome. And what the hell, I haven't talked much lately, and oh boy, if there's not a whole lot of things to talk about. Oh, and this video is playing in real time. I didn't speed anything up, so yeah, this is this one could have went a lot different. I did a few things different on this one. Again, this was just some experimentation with colors, but usually at this point I would let it dry before I put even a different angle of paint on, but excuse me. But I decided we're gonna go balls to the wall and we're just gonna keep going, because this was experimentatory, but anywho. So at this point, it actually is what the hell day is it? It's Tuesday, 24th, January 2017. The Donald Trump is president. Doesn't that just sound weird to say? You know what it makes me think of? And I'm not much for politics, but you know what it makes me think of is, like, you ever see one of those movies that are like take place in the future, and they always have, like, some crazy celebrity is the president or something like that, or just something really nutty, like Sylvester Stallone is president, or Snooki was the Secretary of State, and just something stupid, or that's what it makes me think of, like, haha, Donald Trump is president in the year 99 or something. I don't know, he'd be dead by then, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of surreal. I don't personally understand all the uproar. I'll be honest, I don't get it. If somebody wants to explain it to me, that's fine. I mean, a lot of people weren't happy with Obama being elected for a plethora of reasons, but I don't remember rioting, and I don't remember violence by anybody for that matter. And these riots and protests, and I'm sorry, but if it's a validated, keeping in mind, I want to preface anything else I say in this voiceover is that this is just my opinion, and my opinion is not your opinion. So please don't take offense to anything I might say. But nonetheless, I don't understand, like, the protesting and stuff. And my thoughts are, unless it's something seriously validated where it's affecting everyone, where it's justifiable to protest. Otherwise, I think people that go out and protest are probably part of the reason why we have a lot of the issues we do. Because I don't know about you, but I have a job. Actually, I have a few jobs. And I run a couple different businesses. I don't have time to protest. I work 7 days a week. I've worked 7 days a week, every week, pretty much, except for Christmas and New Year's, for the last 11 years. So, So when I see these people protesting and stuff, it's kind of like, do you have nothing better to do? Because I don't, for what though? Like, he's not my president. That's just absurd. For anybody to even say that, denial, fine. You know, you can be in denial. There's nothing against that. But I got to be honest. I just watched, and I believe I didn't want this to get into any type of political rant, but this stuff is so current and so it's just bugging the shit out of me. And hey, you know, you came here to see some painting, and you might get a little bit of, you know, ranting as well. So I hope you all don't mind. If you do, just comment below and say, dude, keep your comments to yourself, Mr. Matrix, and I will. But listen, I just want to comment on this one thing, and I'll promise we'll start talking about painting and stuff. But I watched a speech for the Women's Day thing, the Women's March or whatever, because apparently are women oppressed nowadays? I don't know. I thought we're past all that. I mean, I've been married for a while, and I got female employees, and I even asked them, and none of them feel oppressed. But anyways, but I watched Ashley Judd talking about something about her period and bleeding on sheets, and how she's mad because that they tax tampons and maxi pads. Yeah, okay, ladies, let me speak to all the women out there that believe in that nonsense. Like, you shouldn't tax tampons. Okay, I'm not a woman. I've dated many women, all kinds, and I've been married for a long time. And I do believe that back in the day, and by back in the day, I don't mean 5 years ago, I mean maybe back in the 1800s. Go further back, maybe in the early 1900s. I don't know. But women, as far as I understand, I've always had the periods. That sounds stupid. I've always had periods, and I understand it's frustrating and it's unfortunate, and this is, you know, what you have to go through. And I feel for you. I do. However, there is no law, there is no rule, there is no regulation, there is nothing on any books that say you must use a tampon or you must use a maxi pad or whatever. I'm willing to bet, and I don't know, I'm no historian, but I'm willing to bet the women of you know, medieval times and things, they probably just used a rag, literally a rag, a cloth rag, and probably crammed that up their biscuit and did what they could to stop the bleeding. But nonetheless, so there's no rule or law that says you have to use a tampon. So if you're mad because they tax tampons, then just don't buy them. It's just a product. It doesn't mean anything. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a jerk for thinking that way. I'm actually, you know, very much on the women's, you know, I'm very, I don't know, I wouldn't say effeminate, but I would say, you know, I'm very much in line with my feminine side. And nonetheless, you know, I don't know, it just seems so weird out there now. So yeah, so chicks are, man, oh, and check this out. And then I'm talking to one of the girls that work with me, and she tells me that there's a thing called free bleeders out there. Free bleeding, where like chicks don't want to wear anything and they're just like bleeding all over the place. I mean, like I said, you can do it. Just please don't sit on my furniture. That's all I ask. I mean, look, you know, if that's your biggest bitch, is that they're taxing tampons, and you feel that women are oppressed, yeah, you might want to just like really open your eyes and look around at what the hell's going on. And I'm sorry, I'm not a supporter of anybody political, but Donald Trump's our best chance at making some true changes, positive changes, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. Politicians lie. Obama lied tremendously. The proof is there. You know, so I don't know about you, but being that I'm a small business owner, and I have been for over a decade, I can tell you firsthand that the United States government doesn't do much to assist or help, for any reason whatsoever, a small business. In fact, they take a tremendous amount of taxes, and yeah, and they're just, it's just vicious. So when you think about starting that business, just remember, whether it's art business, you want to sell tchotchkes, you want to sell tampons, maybe you come up with a better tampon. Believe me, the government is going to want not not ask, not request, but take your money, a percentage of it. That, in my opinion, is unlawful. Federal income tax is unlawful. But we're not going to get into that. Anywho. So let's not go the free bleeding route, and let's listen. I understand it's unfortunate and it's messy, but yeah, don't be mad because you get periods. Some guys are born with small wieners, and I don't know. No, I don't see any protest for the guys with small wieners. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand. I'm very much introverted. I don't get out much. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. I just don't understand. But anyways, now that I got through that, you're probably really happy you clicked on this video. So yes, Donald Trump's president. Just get over it. Get on. Move on with life. Who cares? See what happens. I don't know how people can be. And I told you I'd shut up, but I didn't. See, I can't even keep my own mouth shut. I just don't understand how people can be protesting and everything when he just started the job. Give him a chance. He might do good. He might not. Oh, what? He stopped funding Planned Parenthood? Yeah. So? Birth control. People, we're overpopulated. Be smart. Birth control. There's your Planned Parenthood. Don't have any kids. If you have a kid, great. If you want to have more, don't. Replace yourself. That's it. These families with 6, 7, 8 kids. Just stop. You're the ones causing the problem. You are overpopulating this already overpopulated planet. But anyways, enough of that. Moving onward. So now that I pissed off probably half of my freaking audience out there, sorry. Remember, these are just opinions. I don't even put a lot of validation behind them. I don't even put a lot behind them because it's just thoughts. And I have so many other things on my mind. I don't, I got to worry about my family and paying bills and, again, running a business. And I got to deal with, sometimes I have to deal with clients that lie and cheat and don't want to pay me. In 2016, I had to take 7 clients to court to get paid because they didn't want to pay me, and all but one actually paid. So there's real struggles out there for people, and yeah, I don't think tampon usage is it, or quite frankly the fact that Donald Trump's the president, as bizarre as it sounds, and listen, Trump or Clinton, which would, honestly, go deep in your heart. If you've done any research and seen what the Clintons are all about, yeah, if that was your hope for the first woman president, you guys are just completely misguided. I'm all for a woman president, but not her, not that evil bitch. So anyways, yeah, and so here we are, back to painting. Yay. I'm sorry, people. As most of you are aware of, I deal with a lot of mental health issues, and I struggle daily with major anxiety and depression issues. And, for a while they were getting a lot better. I just switched my medication because, again, of cost. I could get into that rant. This will take up another, 3-4 paintings, but, this is why I'm hoping Donald Trump helps with, does something about this Obamacare, because, I was taking a SSRI prescription called, it was first called Brintalex, and then they changed the name to Trintalex, and it was probably the best SSRI pill, antidepressant that I've ever been on. It worked wonders. I was on it for over a year. The only way I was able to be on it is because my doctor, my psychiatrist, would give me samples. That was the only way, because a prescription for a month prescription, it was like $140. And that was with insurance. Let me correct, with insurance, $140 for 30 pills. And you wonder why mass shooters and stuff go and do mass shootings. And then you find out they had meds, but weren't on them. Yeah, it's probably because they couldn't afford them. So anyways, I had to change some pills, and they're just not the same. And, I'm doing my best to get by. But lately it's, I've really been struggling a lot. I haven't been getting out much just because it's, one of my, the issues I have is, agoraphobia too. So it's difficult for me to get out and be out at stores and things like that. So I haven't been getting out much, and it's just, I don't know, man. I think it's just the overall negativity that's out in the world right now. I mean, especially over this Trump thing, and people just bitching and complaining, and instead of trying to like fix a problem, all they do is bitch and complain. And one thing I just can't stand is naysayers. I've dealt with a lot of them, they're just like, they don't like this and stuff. I've been in a lot of bands. One of the things that just rings true is being in a band, and you got members in a band that are like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, what do you want to do? Well, I'm not sure, and it's like, well, listen, don't poo-poo on somebody's idea unless you have not a better idea, but just an idea. Have something to throw back instead of just saying, oh, this is terrible, blah blah blah. So yeah, I mean, I guess some of that weird stuff that's coming out with these Ashley Judd type stuff and stuff, it's entertaining, and yeah, it gives you a haha, but the overall state of affairs is just pretty blah. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. So I don't know, that's just how I've been feeling. I'll be honest, I've just been really, really down in the dumps, I guess you could say. I exercise every morning. I do eat pretty healthy for the most part, and it's just just trying to get by and just survive. But yeah, I think just this overall negative energy through everybody, it's weighing down on a lot of people. And like, that's the thing, like, a lot of people I talk to ask about my anxiety and stuff, and they're always like, what triggers it? What's your trigger? I go, well, if anybody that has had depression or anxiety understands that you don't necessarily have to have a trigger. It's not like, oh my God, somebody mentioned Trump and now I'm having a panic attack. It doesn't work like that. I could just be sitting here right now and instantly have a panic attack. It could just come on in seconds. There are things or situations that will help ramp up my emotions, and cause it to come on quicker. But yeah, I mean, you don't just get depressed. You don't wake up going, I'm feeling kind of depressed today. Depression doesn't work like that. It's not what do they call it? I don't know. It's not generally something that you just wake up feeling depressed and then next day you feel great. No. But anyways, we're here looking at these stills. I took a lot of stills of this one. I was gonna put more layers on, but I didn't want it to look like muckaluck. I want it to still have some dimension, and I like how you can see through it, and it kind of looks a little 3D. I like using these colors because it does give you that 3D look. I know I'm just kind of bouncing around and stuff, but hey, I appreciate you guys hanging with me for this 17 and a half minutes or whatever that you've been here. Here's what it looks like final with the photo. Bada boom, bada bing. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, it's a little different, a little bit of the same, but again, I was experimenting with colors. So I hope you guys like it, and of course, like, share, and sub. It's free, and you get to come again. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.